right. So I first want to focus on these reports real quick. So, and we got to go into the business metrics report, Fish, remember?
Oh, is that where you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, that's where we need to look first, right? That's a telltale. That's like the blood test. That's the way I look at it.
So customer journey.
Customer journey.
Which is a historical report, not live.
Yeah. How many days back does it go, Kev? 7? Is that what it is?
7. That is correct. Yes, it's 7 days back. And oh my goodness, what is this self-service?
What the hell?
Program that.
Why does it all stop?
Let's go see if we can find something that has self-service in it. Oh, okay.
Hold on. First of all, you'd never make it as a fucking actor, okay? You're doing a horrible job. All right, so inbound calls, we hit the IVR, we've got all their different location entry points. We've got everything. What's the was that Bamboo? Baraboo FI? Okay, I see what that is. Baraboo. That's the first impressions group?
Yes.
Correct. So what is that? What's the pink self-service there? What's going on with that, Kev?
I don't know what that is, Dave. It's
not. Why does it stop? Why does it end there?
Is that like, is that like directions? Is it hours? Is it, how can we find out?
Call.
We did not program that. That is not a programmed piece.
You didn't do that. All right. So
I did not do that.
So anybody have any ideas on how to chase this down, Kristen?
Yeah, self-service is one of the termination types. So the call ended there and was marked as termination type self-service. So we can go out into the analyzer and find a call marked self-service and find out why that was the case.
All right. Kev, can you do that?
Cool.
Are you going to make him create the report?
Just, no, I think the report's in there. We can just use whatever that's already been created. So where do we start with that one report?
The CSR Today report.
Right.
So the CSR Today report, okay.
If you run that report.
And I would change your filter for 7 days because that's today, right? Do you want to match what you had or what?
Well, let's see if we have any for today, Jay.
If you scroll to the right, there should be a column that is termination type.
Yeah, we have some self-service terminations here today.
There you go.
Is that just today?
Yeah.
Yeah, do the very top one. Let's grab that top one and see what's going on.
Okay.
And what do we do with this session ID, Kristen? What's the purpose of this?
You're going to copy that, and then we'll find out which flow it was using, and we can search in the debugs for that session ID.
Okay.
See exactly what the caller did.
So that was Door County.
So the call came into the Door County main entry point. So if we go into the portal and we look at that entry point, we can see which flows associated with it.
Oh, I see. So you go into the...
So this one, so Door County.
Right.
Should I copy it just to make sure I don't make a mistake to...
Go ahead and download it. Just download the far right. Just click that to export it.
Okay.
And then you can go in and edit it just to be safe.
So this will pull it off there. We don't have to worry about breaking or taking their system down. So...
Right.
Okay.
Now, if you'll go in and edit that flow, just right from the portal, not in your downloads, right from the portal. We just have a backup copy that you've downloaded now.
Oh, in case I need to put it back. Gotcha.
Right.
In case you screw it up, Fish.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the other way could have been to make that copy, Kevin. That would have worked as well.
And just not use it. Okay.
Then you junk up your portal if you don't delete it.
And then I'm going to check the debug for that session we pasted.
So how do you get to debug?
You just click that debug button on the very bottom of the flow.
So wait a second. So he just copied a session ID.
Right.
And he's putting it into a debug into an active flow.
Correct.
So the active flows in Flow Builder actually retain all the session IDs?
It does. It retains all of the calls until a flow is saved again. So after you make
Really?
a change and you
Okay.
save it again, it'll wipe out all the past history.
That's badass right there.
Yep. So
Interesting.
there's our actual call. So you
Okay.
can click on it and you can see all the steps that the caller took.
So by clicking on that, it'll take us to the exact step. Oh,
It will.
okay, look at that. The
So
different
here you could see
sequencing.
which menu option they chose, digits that they entered, prompts that were played. You can see the whole experience.
That's
So
awesome.
you can see this went through the first 3 steps. The third step is a go-to step, so it goes to a different flow. So if you click on that third step, it shows on the bottom right, click here.
Go
You
to the
can
next
click on
flow at the
that,
bottom.
and it will
Yeah.
automatically open the next flow for you in debug mode.
Jay, how about the days of finding subflows?
Hey, right?
Now it just
Right.
lands. Okay, so
Right.
And now we can tell that this actually, that main, it came in during closed hours because it hit the menu, the business hours step,
I could see
and
it
then
right there in the
it
timing too.
came on over here to the closed flow.
That's awesome.
And then looking through the steps, the very last one is a blind transfer, and that's what resulted in the self-service and
That
ended
is
the
cool.
call.
So why are those dotted lines moving? Is that just telling you the flow it took?
It's showing the actual path
That
visually in your
shows the
flow.
actual path.
It does.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's
And they're getting ready to add a heat map too, to where when you open these flows, you'll see what the majority of callers use will actually be color coded, showing you, the top steps that were
that's
reached.
awesome.
Yeah, and if you look there, it's
Yeah.
looking at the digit length, right? So the caller was presented with a menu that said, hey, press something to do this or enter an extension, right? So it's looking for either 1 digit or 4. And if you were to enter 4, it would blind transfer. If you did nothing, it defaults over to that 9989.
Right.
Yeah, that's some badassery right there. Do me a favor, can we go back to the flow originally? Because I did see a date range for session IDs. I'd be curious to see how far back that date range goes.
Just hit that X, Kevin, in the flow. See it next to your session ID on the left, bottom left, where you have your steps? Yeah, X out of there.
So you see where it says date range? Can you do start date to back? Just go back a year. Bottom left. Go back to just do January of 23 and see if it does anything. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything there. So go forward.
Yeah, because this Door County is newer.
But even that, the fact that it'll show where the data begins. So if you go
There
back,
you go.
it starts on October 30th.
It looks like a month.
So I think you got to put in today's date as the end date, right?
There you go. 30 days.
Nice.
Oh, so maybe it's just a rolling 30 days.
Probably.
So it retains the session IDs in the active flow for a rolling 30 days. That's brilliant.
Compared to UCCX that overwrites in an hour or two.
MIVR logs are
This is
over
great.
every 15 minutes, it seems.
Not only that,
And
these
you
are
can't
easier to
debug a
read.
subflow.
And you can't even find the subflow.
Right.
Yeah. Can't
Yeah,
debug it, can't find it.
That's badassery right there. All right, cool. I got to jump into an 11 o'clock. This is awesome. Thank you all very much. You guys all get Emmys.
Woohoo!
All right.
See you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Love it. Let's do more of that.